Yo, Yo Squad, boys back at it again for the third part in a row. I don't know why some of them crying. I'm not. Just tired. As Izuku was walking to his room, opening the scroll, as all of a sudden, a beam of green and blue energy would shoot in Izuku's face. All of a sudden, his eyes would light up, as a godlike aura would surround his body, as a pillar of pure green energy would shoot into the sky. As the roar of a dragon would be heard. As if the gods themselves had become enraged. The heavens would shake. The earth would break. I got you. Oh, by the way, this is what Izuku's hero costume is going to look like. You call it lazy, but it's really not. Because the stuff he's going to be doing is... And Izuku doesn't really like looking too much like All Might, so he tries to stray away from that. As a roar would echo from within. As all of a sudden, green wings would tear from the back of Izuku. His hands would begin to grow and become claws. As horrors would begin to sprout from his head, he would begin to change. Oh my fucking god, say my goddamn phone do a cartwheel, front flip, and back flip at the same time. As he would get struck by green lightning, he would revert to his human form once more. What was that? Kid say. Looking at the scroll, as a voice would begin to speak. As all of a sudden a message would begin to play.
Hello, my son. You are here, this that means I have unfortunately not been able to make it with your mother. This is my message telling you you are not a normal human being. In their world, they have the power to support, but for you, you do not possess support, nor does your mother. Your mother possesses energy which waxes and a common energy that has existed since the dawn of time. You as well possess that energy. And you must think that dragons are myths, correct? Well, you're wrong. Dragons are very much real. And all people, the Zenir, are brothers. Basically, the original dragons. Your mother is one of the Elliotrope. In due time, will the future come up before your destiny or right of the rest itself, and you will grow to understand your ancestor. Fight, my son. Fight.
What the fuck? Wakfu? Dragons? Izuku would wonder. And if you're wondering why I did the Zenagru on the parts that in the message, it's to me hiding the plot. Eventually, Izuku will hear the message again, but he will be able to understand it. But for now, he can't understand that. Izuku's hair would become longer, and at the tip of his hair would be black. His hair would be jade green. Then all of a sudden, his hands would ignite in a green flame. As he would look at the scroll, he would look at fighting stances and meditation. As Izuku would see the scroll would change with martial arts stance and meditation. And for some reason, some weird writing that states that like martial arts stances and all types of things. Meditation poses. But he can understand, he can read some of it, but not all of it. How to sense Wakfu. What the hell? Okay. As Izuku will begin to practice martial arts stance, he would practice the second role of martial arts stance first. As all he would begin to meditate, locking his hands together. As he would begin to sit on his floor, meditating. As all of a sudden he would begin to float. As he would begin to focus. Doing as his scroll is fucking cool. Brooklyn, you up? As the scroll would have described how to do it. As it would have said to meditate. Then focus on what you want to learn. Focus on Wakfu. Focus on everything around you. As all of a sudden, the room Izuku was in would begin to light up and glow. As he would look down to see currents of energy flowing through the floor. As he would look around to see a gigantic, a small orb of pure energy. I'm guessing that's Wakfu, he's saying. As he would look to where his kitchen would be to see a small green orb of Wakfu. Is that Mom? Amazing. So this is what Wakfu is, eh? And Izuku would finally come out of meditation. As he would begin to practice the martial arts stance. As Izuku would look inside the scrolls once more to see that it shifted to a swordsman in Iaido and Kendo type of thing. Huh. Guessing whatever the hell I'm supposed to be, whatever my race is, for practice swordsmanship. Sword. As Izuku would begin to focus on the sword, as all of a sudden an energy sword material in his hand. This one. Right here. Holy shit. Fucking awesome. I didn't think I could do something like this, Izuku would say. For shaping it into a katana to fit the better. As he would begin to practice the sword steps. Footwork by footwork, step by step, slash by slash. He would stay up all night practicing. Meditating and practicing. Meditating, practicing. Until the next day, he would go to the beach. To see Kirishima and All Might training. Yo, Kirishima, All Might! Deku would yell, Deku, bro! Hey, yo, what up? Kirishima would scream, as Deku would jump down all the way from the top of the stairs. Wait, Deku, no! As he would land on one knee. He would land on his knees, superhero style, uncurved. The hell, Izuku? Since when? Turns out, I have a quirk. You're a really late bloomer. You could say that. Did you dye your hair or something, Izuku? It's something that comes with the quirk. Wanted me to show you? As Izuku would focus on a sword, as his hand would get covered in energy, as a sword would begin to form, as he would slash, cutting a 35-inch thick block of steel in half. Holy shit, Izuku. And look at my body. Even my body's changed drastically. Not by much, but still. Amazing. So how's your training going, Kirishima? Perfectly. I can go up to 20% of my hardening now. I can become as hard as iron. How about we test that against me now? Test your power against me. Deku, you know I curve stomp you, right? Are you sure about that? I ain't the same Izuku you used to know, Kirishima. I'm way stronger. As Kirishima would go to punch Izuku, as Izuku would dodge out of the way, blocking his attack. As Kirishima would go to sweep under Deku's legs, and Deku would charge Wakfu into his legs, kicking Kirishima using a Taekwondo attack, before dodging, punching him in the face, covering his, shielding, surrounding his arm in nothing but pure Wakfu. Man, this Wakfu stuff is hard to control. As Deku would be easily dodging all of Kirishima's attacks like it's nothing. Holy shit! That Midoriya is stronger than the last time I saw him. As Deku would catch one of Kirishima's punches before throwing him into a wall. My quirk really must be strong, he'd say, before getting down and screaming, charging up as his hair would begin to blow, as green lightning would begin to surge around him, as he would summon his sword. Bring it, Kirishima. As he would charge at Kirishima, slashing. As he would make sure that the blade would go around Kirishima's arm but not to damage him. As instead of using a sword, he would create a whip, attacking Kirishima. As Kirishima would grab the whip, pulling Izuku towards, punching him in the face. That's impressive, Izuku. What are you gonna call your quirk? Wakfu. That's the dumbest name I've ever heard, but alright. As Izuku would clench his fist before releasing them, as he would focus all his Wakfu into one area, creating an energy orb. A very, very small energy orb, basically the size of a baseball bat, as he would blast towards Kirishima. Kirishima would catch it, throwing it in the air as it explodes. I'd say that has the same power as a tank shell. Damn right it does. As Izuku would punch Kirishima right on his neck before punching him in the middle of his back, punching him in the middle of his chest, punching him on his knees and on his elbows. As all of a sudden his body would go numb. So those pressure points are real. What the hell did you do to me, Izuku? I shut down your nerves, your body I basically shut your body down. Talk about dangerous. Izuku would say. So All Might, when are you gonna give Kirishima one for all? You should help him with his hardening quirk, Izuku. Huh? What do you mean? Well, it turns out what we discovered that the more damage Kirishima takes in his hardening form, the harder and more durable he becomes. Okay? And you're saying I should help him with that? Yes. It could also be a good learning experience for you to help control your quirk. I mean, you're right, but okay. Sure, I'll help him. Attaboy. But first, Kirishima, you gotta clean up this entire park, this entire beach, all by yourself. Why can't Izuku help me? He's not the one getting my quirk. You are. He has a point there. God fucking damn it. Alright, fine. As Deku would crack, as Kirishima would crack his neck, piling up scrap metal. As Izuku would just be meditating in the corner. Focus. As he would begin to focus on Kirishima's Wakfu. His Wakfu is very faint, but there's still... Surprised. I didn't think this world would have any Wakfu. Seems like their souls is like Wakfu. As he would begin to sense the Wakfu all around him, he could sense up to a 500-mile radius. As Izuku would put on a blindfold with a crescent moon on it. Why are you putting on a blindfold, Izuku? It's to help me improve my quirk. My quirk has many acids, and one of its acids is seismic activity sensor. So I can close my eyes and I can sense energy waves. So this would help me control my concentration. So we skipped 10 months. Kirishima got one for all. He's very much built. Almost as built as Deku. Almost. As we see Deku sitting on top of a roof, on top of a skyscraper, as Kirishima would be on the floor. Ready, Deku! He'd yell. Izuku! Yep! Izuku would yell down to him for jumping off the skyscraper. And he would go faster and faster before skydiving towards the ground. As it all of a sudden, wings made out of pure energy would shoot out from his back. As he would, just as he got off the ground, he would soar upward, narrowly scratching death's door. But then the wings would disappear as he would open a portal, falling on the ground. His wings are hard for me to control. Portals are much easier. If you watch the anime Wakfu, you should know what I'm talking about. And by the way, this is what his portals look like. As Izuku would walk with Kirishima, as he would open he can open only 3 portals at a time. He would open 3 portals for him and Kirishima to get there faster. They would get to the UN gate, and they would walk in. As Momo would come in and say, "Izuku, Kirishima, hey guys." Momo, you look different. Kirishima would say. As a more mature Momo would walk up to them. Hey guys! Wow, Momo, you look great. Thank you, Izuku. You look different. Did you get taller? I'm offended. No, I awoke my quirk. You have a quirk? Shh. I want to keep it secret until the game starts. Skipping writing exam, going straight to the robots. So what are we going to do? Stick together, do this? Scatter. What? As all of a sudden Deku would be gone, so he would open a portal right underneath him and Kirishima and Momo, scattering them throughout the city. As Izuku would teleport on top of a building. Making those portals is hard. Just open them for longer than a minute. Hurts. He would summon 2 Wakfu daggers, throwing them at the ground. 6 robots coming my way. Good. And there's 7 cadets running this way as well. Let's see how they do. Now, due to Izuku awakening his Wakfu quirk, he may or may not become a little bit more arrogant and cocky because of his quirk. how he would open a portal to the ground, he would walk through, summoning his Wakfu katana, getting into the stance, getting in the Nuki Suki, the Nukulusuki, getting in the Nuki Suke position, starting at stance 1, as one robot would rush at him as he would pull out his katana, materialize his katana, slicing it to ribbons, before grabbing it and crushing its head. The Kiro Sushi. Before raising his arm up, slashing down, cutting another robot in half. Before using Chiburi and slicing one again in half. Noto, sheathing his blade. As the other 4 would come rushing towards him at once. As he would be overwhelmed at first, but then open a portal, making them destroy each other. Portal quirk? That's never, ever, sort of, it's not rare, like, basically rare. Like, it's very impossible for there to be a portal quirk out there, but it's not entirely impossible because of some quirks. Hint, wait, nudge, nudge. As Izuku would be sitting on a mountain of dead robots, sleeping, as Bakugo would come flying overhead. There's that damn arrogant Panorama. But then the 0 pointer would come crashing down, toppling over buildings. As Izuku would be right in front of one of the buildings that toppled over, as he would open a portal under him, appearing on top of the 0 pointer, looking around to see if anybody's okay. As he would look out, he would see Momo trapped under the rubble. Damn it, Momo! Where's Kirishima? He's evacuating everyone. He can't get to Momo. Everyone's in the way. Damn, I gotta help somehow. As he would open a portal to Momo. Momo, are you okay? No, I think my left leg might be broken. Okay. As he would summon his sword. No, the sword won't even help. It can't cut through something like this. Let's take inspiration from Kirishima. As he would focus all his Wakfu into one leg, blasting off the ground, complete what happened to his leg when he used one ball for the first time. As then he would focus all his Wakfu into his arm. As his arm would begin to glow, he would punch the 0 points. As all of a sudden, another draconic roar would be heard. As an aura of a dragon would appear around Izuku's face, blasting the head clean off the 0 pointer. All the judges' heads would be shocked. This kid is amazing. He definitely has more potential than even you, All Might. Indeed. As Izuku's arm can be completely ravaged and destroyed, he would fall to the ground. But Momo would use her nature powers to catch him in a flower. As Recovery Girl would come in and heal Izuku, but his arm would be broken, so he'd have to take a minute to heal. As he would go, as Kirishima would help him home. Oh, brother, now we just wait. They're not brothers, it is between the brothers. Yeah. Isn't Momo supposed to come over today? Yeah. Ding dong! That's her. As Deku would go to the door to see Momo, that you actually decided to wear decent, formal wear clothing for once, instead of walking around like a fucking princess. Hey. Your family has a weird obsession with dragons, Deku. Not a weird obsession. Cultural is just obsession. My mother's family is a descendant of a bloodline that we could say, during the Edo period and the Zaya period, the dynasties, and most of the well-known periods and more periods of Japan were dragon tamers. So they lived in cohorts with dragons, like Shanglongs, all the Songji dragons, water dragons, heavenly dragons, type of but the ones our family was most acquainted with were Shenlongs and heavenly dragons.
Okay.
But that tradition has long since died out of the family.
Where's your mother? Out at work. Where'd she work? Convenience store. Oh, okay. So your dad never has to get the milk? What? Nothing, Izuku, nothing.
Well, this is my room. Hold it. Fucking alright. Hiroshima would say, nigga has statues. Want to come to my prayer room? You have an entire room set up to worship All Might? Damn right, nigga. Oh my fucking god.
You are definitely All Might's biggest friend.
Fan. Izuku would take off his shirt. Why do you take your shirt off so much, Izuku? My muscles need to breathe, Momo. My muscles need to breathe. As Momo would be tomato red. Ooh, you like? Shut the fuck up, Kirishima. I will shove this metal pole so far up your ass it comes out your nose. I'm gonna shut my mouth now. Good. You scare me sometimes, Momo. Good. We all can go down to whatever you eat. I'm gonna meditate. Why do you always meditate? It helps me control my quirk. You've meditated for 10 months straight and worked out and trained. How much more can you do? A lot more. Y'all want to have a quick sparring match? Oh, bet. Mom, I'm hearing you're getting into more multi-weapon.
Uh-huh.
Nice. It suits you considering your powers. Attack! Yeah!
Cringe. Fuck, I'm sorry. Old habits.
Momo would send plant vines to whip at Izuku, and Izuku would open portals, jumping through them, cutting through all the vines. As he would go to attack Momo, he would hit her in her stomach using his pinky finger. As she would pass out. Never leave your pinky, your belly button open, Momo. That's one of the major weaknesses of the human body. It's a pressure point that can easily be exploited if not protected properly. As Kirishima would come up behind Zuko, but this time using one for all, but instead of using green, using red energy. Nice. That's a as Kirishima would go to punch Zuko, as Zuko would have to open a portal to contain the shockwave. Holy motherfucker. Yes, sir. I've gotten way stronger with one for all. I can go up to about 10% if I use my hardening quirk. I see we're gonna send barrages of punches at Izuku, as Izuku couldn't even open portals fast enough to block every punch. So Izuku would have to take a punch from a 15%, from a 12. What percent are you at, Kirishima? About 5%. Why? Dear God. As he could
5% one for all Kirishima.
As Kirishima hit him in his jaw, sending him flying.
But then all of a sudden, a black sword would shoot in between him and Kirishima. As
black feathers would begin to rain from the sky. If not, black wing part. The fucking feathers that come off the wings. As a black fire would erupt from the grass, as red eyes would open from the flames. But that's why I'm leaving off part 3. What if Deku wasn't really at the rope?